we're headed to Nebraska. Granted, I wish it was better circumstances, but better circumstances weather-wise and while we're going back. My grandma passed away fairly quickly, so we're going to go back and have a funeral and memorialize her, and then got to finish moving my dad out and getting him ready to head on to a new adventure. So at least the good thing here is we got the big three recognized here. We got Ford, we got Dodge, and of course, we got Chevy. So anyway, hopefully nothing too eventful happens, but if something does, I'll keep you posted. All right, here we are. We find ourselves in eastern Colorado, almost to the Nebraska border. Look at how windy it is. Look at all those tumbleweeds. Woo! Poof! Anyway, we've traded blizzards for wind. It was raining a while back there, but this is my wife's Suburban. It's a 2011, had the DOD, and I went ahead and look at, there's a lot of tumbleweeds. We'll watch tumbleweeds while I talk. I used HP tuners to tune out the displacement on demand, and then had to replace lifters and all stuff like that because lifters had collapsed. It was a mess. Put in a new oil pump, and she's clackety. Sounds like a really noisy sewing machine. And when we're driving down the highway, even with the new oil pump, it's showing, I don't know if you can see that, but right under 40 psi oil pressure. Yeah, like 30, 40 right in there. We're just trucking along, coming through Kearney here. Of course, found more weather. Trip's going decent. Car's running great. I do have that check engine light, but that's downstream O2 sensors, and that's completely fixable via creative methods. Anyway, here we are. We're coming into go on the interstate, coming through Kearney. Check out this, this thing, this arch. I've never been really sure what the purpose is of this thing, or who would want to go in an arch over the interstate in the middle of Nebraska. Yeah, it's one of those things. Why is it there? What's it do? Who came up with that? So I'm sure there's people who really like it. Anyway, about 2 hours out of Lincoln, so getting close to our destination. It's been great weather for weeks on end, and then, hey, guess what? Beckers are traveling, so it's gonna be crap. Okie doke. Well, we made it in last night, and got our hotel room here in Lincoln, and man, I tell you what, this is actual woods here. Like, we got some cedars, we got some elms, got some ash, got some oak, stuff like that. And I miss actual woods as compared to lodgepole pines. They get old after a while. But in Nebraska, you can't just walk off of pavement on damp ground and expect to be fine. Check this out. Like, mud. Any exposed earth is mud. Whereas in Colorado, exposed earth is rock or whatever that other stuff, like sandy mix that doesn't stick to you. So there's that. But yeah, there's probably some squirrels hiding in here somewhere. I don't know, I like it here. But I'm saying that because it's not summertime and 100 degrees and 100% humidity, so there's that. All right, I am here in Hickman, Nebraska, moving my dad out, and look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is a 3+3. It's really close here. I'll squeeze in. Oh my. Oh my. See if we can see in there. Oh, this thing is cherry. Wow. Wow, you guys. Is it for sale? I don't know. Oh my. Oh my. Wow. This thing. Wow. I don't know, but I might be driving a 3+3 wedge car hauler home. Hopefully they're not open because I can't afford it, but it's amazing. All right, so I haven't really, sorry, I'm filming on my iPhone, so the audio is weird, but I haven't really done a lot of recording because, you know, this is kind of a hard time getting my dad moved out, and just out of respect for the family, I haven't really done much recording. Anyway, my dad, for those of you who don't know, spent most of his career as a photojournalist for the Lincoln Journal-Star here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and he was an accomplished photographer. Let's just say that. And just here, going through his stuff. Check this out. This is News Photographer Magazine, Best of Photojournalism 2012. You turn it to page 81. Oh, what do we have here? A photograph of a bee visiting a sunflower. It's got a grasshopper hanging out on it. And then you go over here. Look at that. First place environment, Robert Becker. Lincoln Journal-Star. Yep. Anyway, kind of sombering, you know. You work your whole life, you build an empire, and then your time is done. And then you retire and you fade into the sunset. And I'm over halfway there statistically. I'm 39, and statistically men only live to 74 and a half, 76, something like that. So statistically my time is over halfway done, and the world belongs to the younger generations that are coming up, and my time is done. My time is done. But yeah, kind of hard for everybody, but it's what we got to do. That's what family's for. We take care of each other. And I love my dad, I love my mom. It's just one of those things we gotta do. We take care of each other. All right, did you see that? That's Jezebel. For some of you who have been around a while, you know who Jezebel was. My first Super Duty, my first 7.3 Power Stroke. And I've sold it. And it was sold, and I made it back here to Nebraska, and here she is. She's still going strong. Obviously, the Nebraska has not been kind. We've got the old ventilation holes there, but this is a good unit. It's got a race-built 4R100 transmission with all Suncoast internals. And it's got... All right, I'll finish telling you about it because something weird happened with the recording. But in addition to all the transmission goodies, I had done a turbo upgrade, a Garrett GTP 38R ball bearing turbo, all sorts of riffraff diesel goodies all over the engine, updated relays, updated this, updated that, had redone the valve cover gasket / glow plug harness. The thing was fun to drive. She whistled. It was just a joy, but I needed 4 doors because I had my first kid, and so I sold it, and she keeps living on, man. Jezebel just don't stop. So up ahead of us, you probably can't see it because of the GoPro and its wide-angle lens, but there's a red truck and a white truck on the left lane there. Both Woodhouse. That's a dealer. When I was a kid, it was Woodhouse Ford, and they were just Woodhouse Ford. But the white truck is a Chevrolet, and the one in front of it's a Dirge. And then earlier I saw Woodhouse Chevrolet again. So Woodhouse now sells more than just Ford. Now here's a sweet motorhome situation. It's an old tour bus. It's been converted with solar and all that good jazz. Ugh. Heck yeah, that's what I need. Nice conversion, not gonna lie. A little jealous. All right, so I just wanted to say hi for a few minutes because I'm falling asleep, and this is the worst stretch of interstate in the entire United States. I-76 between Nebraska and the Front Range. There's nothing to look at. It is boring as heck, and usually there's a hurricane. No hurricane today, but you saw on our way east, it was a hurricane. Anyway, just a couple observations while we're driving here. Colorado and Nebraska are vastly different states. Duh. Yeah, one is awesome and one is sucks. Well, you could use that interchangeably. Anyway, here's some observations. The area we were in was Lincoln and south of Lincoln down to Hickman, that area. So southeast Lincoln, southeast Nebraska. Okay? No EVs. Okay, maybe I saw one or two, but no electric vehicles. No charging stations. It was glorious. No EVs. Next, no Subarus. Okay, once again, one or two here or there, but no Subarus. Everybody's in Silverados and F-150s and crossover SUVs. Lots of minivans. Okay, on that same car theme here, nobody drives diesels. All the 3/4 ton and 1 ton pickups are all gassers. There's a reason for that, partially because when you're in the mountains, you need the help of the turbo, because when you're pulling passes and steep grades, you gotta have that forced induction. Otherwise, you just don't go places. Same with my motorhome. I got the 8.1 liter naturally aspirated Chevy motor. And when I come out to the Midwest, down to lower sea level, that thing's got plenty of power, but up where I'm at is gutless. Okay? Also, nobody drives dualies. You see dualies in work trucks, you see dualies in company vehicles, and you see one or two dualies here and there, but they're all single rear wheels. In Colorado, everybody drives dualies, and half the dualies you see people driving have tonneau covers or toppers on them. So it's all a status symbol, because Colorado is filled with freaking pretentious douches who are just up there to flex on people that they've got money and they work from home like dweebs. By the way, I hate work from home people. Those of you watching this who work from home, I don't hate you in particular. It's just a generalization. I like making generalizations. Anyway, those are just some observations. Kind of a contrast between the two places. I'm on I-76. It sucks. It's long. It's boring. I fall asleep. I ramble, and you get to hear me ramble about things. But for now, the day's beautiful, except for we're driving into a winter storm warning, which sucks. But hopefully we can sneak up I-70 and hit the pass before things get really sporty and they close the interstate. That would be awful. I'd hate to spend another night in the hotel room. All right, that's all for now. I'll keep you posted. Bye. Oh, hey there. Didn't see you standing there. Well, I hope you're having a good day. Obviously, I'm back in Colorado. Made it back from Nebraska. Springtime is threatening us, which is glorious. And the sun's out, river's running. You can't complain. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the more somber footage this particular video. Life happens, man. Sometimes it's just not as fun as it could be. Sometimes life is thistles and bindweed instead of raspberries and chocolate chips. That's all there is to it. But we live for the sunny days, make it through the blizzards, and we just put one foot in front of the other. And hey, you eat that elephant one bite at a time. But remember, the secret is to not think about the next bite while you're chewing on the one at hand. So, with that being said, have a good one, and I'll see you all around like a donut.